This month, 118-year-old credit reporting giant Equifax released news that its servers had been hacked, exposing the sensitive personal and financial information for potentially 143 million U.S. consumers. In response, Equifax then set up a website for concerned individuals to check if they were one of the many victims of the data breach. This website also contained helpful information about what to do next. In my opinion, this was a great response. However, contained within this website was tricky legal jargon that alluded that the users utilizing the website would then forfeit their legal rights for a class action suit. Essentially, in a very slick way, Equifax was requesting a waiver of breach in exchange for knowledge that should have been given to the victims without consequence. Luckily, once Attorney General Schneiderman caught wind of this, I believe he's Attorney General for New York, he immediately ordered Equifax to remove this stipulation from their website. Commenting on the language, Attorney General Schneiderman wrote on his Twitter the following message: "This language is unacceptable and unenforceable. My staff has already contacted Equifax to demand that they remove it." Could this have been a mere oversight on Equifax's part? Had their legal team haphazardly slapped together this jargon in their haste to get this website out to the public? Or is it more likely that the legal team was looking for a sly way to mitigate the legal repercussions from this massive data breach? Personally, I do believe that Equifax inserted this language in an attempt to protect themselves from lawsuits. This whole snafu reminds me of the lessons from Chapter 4 in our textbook, specifically utilitarianism. Under utilitarianism, an action is deemed morally right when it produces the greatest amount of good for the greatest number of people, or creates the least amount of harm for the fewest people. Unfortunately, sometimes data breaches happen. The public understands that. Equifax made the right decision in creating this helpful website, which would have potentially helped millions of people, and thus making it a morally right decision according to utilitarianism. However, when they chose to look out only for themselves by including this complicated legal jargon that forced unwitting users to waive their legal rights to a lawsuit, they created a lot of harm for a lot of people, or a lot of potential harm. It's a shame because it only takes one bad decision, but in my opinion, Equifax is no longer a moral company and therefore is not a company.